Hey, what is up, mortals? It is I, Xavier PZ here with a new video for you. Welcome to part 4 of What If Izuku Had a Berserker Quirk? I just wanted to greet you guys by just saying sit back and relax. You're in for a treat. So we begin. Now before you take your midday break, let's draw the names for who is going to be fighting each other. But before Midnight could draw the first name pairings for the tournament event, Ojiro and Nirengeki asked Midnight if they could resign from the tournament, due to them not feeling like they earned their position. This was accepted by Midnight, who then proceeded to draw the first names. It seems the first fight will be between Tenya Ida and Ichiro Kirishima. Upon hearing this, Kiri goes over to Ida after the break and says, "Ida, you know my quirk and yours. So, you know as long as my quirk is active, I have the perfect defense against attacks. You can't push me out or defeat me physically, as during training you only trained your quirk, not your body. I hold the advantage here. So as your friend, resign for your sake." Ida retorts against this by saying, "I know it may seem stacked against me, but it's fighting when the going gets tough that makes a hero. Fighting the stream turned a lone koi into a gold dragon. I wish to fight my stream and see my growth." After finishing his speech, he launches a super kick into Kiri's stomach, but gets blocked easily before the fight starts in earnest, where even though Ida was fast, he wasn't able to defeat Kiri, who just hardened himself and dug his feet into the ground as not to be pushed out of the circle that they were fighting inside of, before blocking a couple punches, and then he proceeded to knock Ida out with a couple more punches. As they watch this, Izuku leans over to Kacchan and whispers, "It seems your two boyfriends are fighting over you, Sparky." Flames seem to appear in Bakugo's eyes as he's infuriated at Izuku's comment. "The winner of the first fight is Ichiro Kirishima." After declaring this, Midnight pulls the next two names. "It looks like the next fight will be between Momo Yaoyorozu and Hitoshi Shinzo." Both Shinzo and Momo walk into the ring, and Shinzo says, "You 1A students all think you're better than the rest of the school. Even the monkey who claimed to drop out because of his pride, not being able to handle getting here because of me. We're not like Bakugo. Some of us are actually nice to other..." Momo's eyes glaze over as Shinzo smirks, the same way as Aizawa does. "Gotcha. Now walk out of the ring and let me win." Momo starts to turn around as the audience is in an uproar, before she throws a Dakimakura at him. "If you want something to control, have this pillow. It seems you need to sleep anyway." "Sleep is for the weak. But Yaoyorozu, how did you break free of my influence?" "Your influence is just a voice in my head compared to my anxiety. Your influence is like a baby kitten in a hungry den of lions." While this is going on, President Mike says, "What influence are they talking about?" "They're talking about his quirk, Mike. Since it's individual matches now, I got a report of all the kids' quirks. If someone responds to him, he can brainwash them. But for the life of me, I'm not sure how she's able to resist his brainwashing." After Momo said what she said, she creates a taser and tases him, knocking him out before yeeting him out of the ring. "Don't you dare do that to me, or I'll beat Izuku's face in!" The winner of the second match is Momo Yaoyorozu. The fight for round 3 will be Katsuki Bakugo versus Tetsu Tetsu. Bakugo runs onto the battlefield and punches Tetsu in the face, knocking out some teeth with a devastating explosive right hook. "Enough with this talking! Die, you wannabe reject C-3PO!" Tetsu blocks by turning to metal, embracing the attack from Bakugo, being pushed back from the strike, before Bakugo started wailing on him, punching him with explosive left and right hooks and jabs again and again and again, until he was knocked out of the circle. Winner, Bakugo! Next fight is Fumikage Tokiyami versus Yuga Aoyama. The second Dark Shadow comes out. He is defeated by the pure hard light of the naval laser shooting him out of the circle. Well, that was a quick fight anyway. The winner is Yuga Aoyama. The next fight is Mina Ashido versus Hanta Sero. Sero starts the fight, sending his tape at Mina as Ashido uses her acid, destroying the tape as it gets close. Sero uses his tape as a distraction as he rushes Mina. She dodges him before using her acid to run away faster, causing her and Sero to get into a cat-and-mouse situation where Sero chases her and tries to catch her until the acid melts through her shoes, which slows her down enough to be caught by Sero's tape. Well, that was interesting. But anyway, the winner is Hanta Sero. The next battle is Ibara Shiozaki versus Ochako Uraraka. For this battle, we have Fines versus Gravity, Newton's laws versus nature's will. A battle of epic proportions. Earth versus air. The beauty of nature versus the strength of the world. Aizawa, with your notes, who do you think has the advantage starting this match? Sleepy, he responds. To be honest, probably Shiozaki. Unless Uraraka can reach her, then it would be her. This is the kind of fight that can only be decided by who has the best fight training, or who strike first. Ibara starts by using her quirk to root herself into the ground, as Ochako moves in to use her quirk on Ibara. So Ochako slides to the right to try to get her from a different side. This is starting to be like the pre-quirk fights like Muhammad Ali versus Mike Tyson. Those jabs and hooks and feints, and counters and movements. Sure looks that way, as it looks like their field of stone is more of a boxing ring with Shiozaki in the corner on defense, as Uraraka is giving everything she has to best this queen of nature. Ooh, that's gotta hurt! As with that thorny jab to the face, Uraraka seems to be out cold. I'm sure everyone was on the edge of their seats for this one. Shiozaki is the winner of this round. Next match is Shoto Todoroki versus Denki Kaminari. This fight is Shoto Todoroki, the pride and prodigy of Endeavor versus Denki Kaminari, the kid who through the use of his lightning took down 5 villains at once during the USJ attack, single-handedly, saving himself and his fellow students. Let's see some elemental clashing. This video is sponsored by Grubhub. With more than 3,000 store locations, Grubhub offers on-demand convenience delivery across the country. You can search for restaurants by cuisine or location, quickly order food from the menu, and track your order from the app, all hassle-free and without any extra charges. Grubhub charges less than other food delivery services, allowing you to get the best value for your money. With Grubhub Plus, you can get free delivery prices for 10 meals every month on orders of $12 or more for only $9.99 a month. That's not all. You can use code AFF25 to save 25% off your first mobile order of $15 or more. This code is for a limited time, so again, get 25% off your first mobile order of $15 or more now if you use the code AFF25, AFF25. Check the link in the description. Thank you again to Grubhub for sponsoring this video. Shoto starts by sending a giant wave of ice towards Denki, expecting to freeze Denki in his attack. However, Denki is able to use his quirk to be able to counter by firing his quirk at Shoto's ice, shattering the attack and causing it to shoot out shotgun style, slightly injuring both of them with mini cuts. Denki then tries to electrocute Shoto, with him blocking it with an ice wall in front of him, which again explodes, cutting both of them. Denki constantly fires his electricity at Shoto, either shattering the ice or shocking Shoto. The battle of Denki throwing lightning and Shoto throwing ice as the battle continues, with epic struggles of power. Denki, getting tired of the fight, goes "screw this" in his head and goes plus ultra and overloads himself, causing Todo to overuse his ice to the point the cold sends him into a coma as he gets rushed off to Recovery Girl's office. The winner, as you can see, is Denki Kaminari. The next and last fight of the round 1 is Izuku Midoriya versus Mei Hatsume. Mei goes on a rant about what she made, impressing some businessmen before she walks out of the ring, giving Izuku the win, making him feel cheated out of a fight. The winner of the last fight of round 1 is Izuku Midoriya. Now everyone, go take a break and get ready for the next round. Now, while the students rest, let's show you some camera footage from the USJ attack to show why some of the students from 1A were given the choice to do the sports festival or not, as they showed the courage and skills of pro heroes. The best being Midoriya, who held off the monster until Bakugo could take on a B-tier villain, and the monster that they claimed was strong enough to be capable of killing All Might. While Bakugo was holding them off, he sent Midoriya to save the other students. Don't forget Yaoyorozu, who provided aid and recovery to others, while the first two defended. After that grotesque display, the first match of round 2 is Izuku Midoriya versus Hanto Sero. The match starts with Izuku rushing Sero, and Sero using his quirk to dodge Izuku's attack, as Sero, after about 30 minutes or so, wraps up Izuku in his tape with great trial and error. As Izuku tries and fails to break out of the very tough tape, Midnight says, and with that, it seems Izuku Midoriya is unable to continue fighting, making Hanto Sero the winner. The next fight is Momo Yaoyorozu versus Katsuki Bakugo. Upon hearing this, Momo starts shaking in terror at the thought of fighting Bomb Bomb Boy. But what she and the rest of the school doesn't know is that Izuku will literally kill Bakugo if he lays a finger on her or harms her in any way, shape, or form. especially since before the names were declared, he was making fun of Izuku for losing to a reject Spider-Man. So when they get into the ring, he grabs her using just his palms, not letting his fingers touch her, and starts putting her out of the ring before she produces a pole out of her, and uses it to knock him over, causing them to land outside at the same time, leading to the first of many draws. There seems to be a tie! Let's see the wheel to see what the tiebreaker will be. She spins the wheel. It landed on a push-up contest. Whoever can do the most push-ups in 1 minute will be the winner. They start doing push-ups, but as Kacchan is sweating his butt off from fear of what Izuku might do if he defeats Momo, he occasionally is failing to do a proper push-up, and thus, they can't count the point, that by the end of the minute they are both tied for a second time. Okay then, somehow, they tied again! Let's spin the wheel for another tiebreaker. The Hosu Sprint! Whoever can get to Hosu and back first will be the winner. You may use your quirk in public areas for this challenge, but try not to get in the way of anyone. Bakugo starts using his explosions to fly to Hosu and back, while Momo makes and rides a rocket to Hosu and back, but by the time they get back, they're neck and neck, and for a third time, they tied. Okay, this is getting a bit ridiculous. Now let's spin the wheel and let's hope for a winner this time. She spins again this time, furiously. And we got the TT, or T-Test, written by our one and only Principal Nezu and Sir Night-Eye, who has made it so some questions are impossible. They go and take the TT, but somehow both get exactly 19% of the questions right, even though only 25% of the questions were impossible, leading to another tie. Grumpily, how do you two keep tying anyway? We need a new tiebreaker, again! Spins the wheel. The med test prepared by Nezu, Recovery Girl, Sir Night-Eye, and the entire Hero Association. Now go! And please don't tie! They take the test and scored 42%, as they don't know much about medicine, and they tie for a fifth time. Infuriated. Okay, that's it! Screw this, I'm flipping a coin! Heads or tails, whoever gets it wins. Simultaneously, they say, I call tails! She flips the coin and puts it on the back of her hand. And it's tails! She then whispers, thank Kami someone won this. With that finally over, we have Ijiro Kirishima versus Yuga Aoyama. They enter the ring as Kirishima digs his feet into the ground and hardens his arms, as Aoyama shoots his navel laser, but it doesn't work. So he shoots with more and more power until he manages to use it to push Kirishima, but because of Newton's laws, he goes flying backwards at the same time, at the same speed, causing them to go out the exact same speed, leading to another tie in this event, which causes Midnight to drop her mic and say, Nope, 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 I quit! I'm not doing any more of this again! She then walks away. Thank you all for indulging yourselves in all this information thus far. I hope you enjoyed it. Now, there are a few more things I'd like to go over before the video ends. Firstly, I'd like to thank our patrons, BD Flames, Ethan Davis, Terry Chills, Shifter Meals, Adam Zagel, Zill, ZaveBeat03, and Joshua Phelps. Secondly, I'd also like to thank all of our YouTube members, Toy Acosta, Rob the King, Sith Lord 906, CF2364, and Knuckles, Rimu Tempest, Angel Juarez, Donald C. Stewart, Bryant Greer, and Demonized Fox. Thirdly, if you're in the mood for some great storytelling, We the Celestials has you covered. Do We the Celestials, My Hero Academia, and Naruto What If channels retell the story of their namesake anime with a twist? Check it out if you're interested. Fourthly, on behalf of We the Celestials, I'd like to thank everyone involved in today's excellent content production. Their details can be found in the description below. Lastly, if you're interested in what we do here at We the Celestials, I'd like to extend an invitation to join the team. The only caveat is that we only accept members from 16 years old to join our crew. You can sign up for whichever category fulfills your interest by joining the recruitment Discord using the link in the description below. We're always looking for members to join us. Well, that's it from us for today's video. So thank you all for watching and have a great day.